Welcome to our video exploring the cutting-edge technologies and scientific advancements that are paving the way towards immortality. In this episode, we delve into the possibilities of infinite life through the lenses of cryonics and genetic manipulation. With the promise of extending human life beyond its natural limit, we'll explore the exciting potential of these technologies, particularly for the wealthy elite. Join us as we explore the ethical, social, and technological implications of making immortality accessible to the few who can afford it. Let's go! Before we start thinking about how we can live longer, how old can we humans actually become under perfect living conditions?
The maximum lifespan of a human is still not well understood, but scientists estimate that it is somewhere around 125 years. This estimate is based on the longest recorded lifespan of a human, which was 122 years and 164 days. However, it is important to note that this record was set in the 1990s, and that advances in medicine and technology since then may have increased the maximum lifespan of a human. It is believed that the maximum lifespan of a human is determined by a complex interplay of genetic, environmental, and lifestyle factors. Under ideal conditions, including good nutrition, regular exercise, and access to medical care, it is possible that humans could live to an even older age.
Okay, but besides that, could it one day be possible to live forever, or at least much longer?
While it may not be possible for humans to live forever, research and advances in fields such as medicine, genetics, and biotechnology may lead to significant increases in lifespan and improvements in health in the future. Currently, interventions like calorie restriction, genetic modifications, and regenerative medicine show promising results in prolonging lifespan and delaying the onset of age-related diseases. Additionally, technological advancements in fields like nanotechnology and artificial intelligence may lead to the development of advanced medical treatments, as well as the creation of entirely new forms of existence, such as digital immortality, where a person's consciousness could be preserved beyond their physical death.
That is the view from today's perspective. But would it be possible to let us freeze and live it on in the distant future with completely new technologies and possibilities?
Doesn't that sound like a plausible method? Well, the concept of freezing one's life and reviving it in the future is often portrayed in science fiction, but it is currently not possible with our current technology. Freezing the human body, or cryopreservation, involves cooling the body to extremely low temperatures, with the hope of reviving it in the future when technology has advanced enough to cure the individual's illnesses. However, current cryopreservation methods result in extensive damage to the body's cells, making revival impossible. In addition, there are still many scientific and technical challenges that must be overcome before cryopreservation could become a viable option for preserving life. For example, scientists have yet to fully understand the biological processes that occur during freezing and thawing, and developing ways to revive a cryopreserved individual without causing harm remains a significant challenge.
Okay. Are there any trials of cryopreservation today and which people are known which would like to be frozen after their death?
Well, there are a few organizations, such as the Alcor Life Extension Foundation and the Cryonics Institute, that offer cryopreservation services for individuals who wish to be cryopreserved after their death. As for notable people who have expressed an interest in being cryopreserved, this information is often kept private and is not widely publicized. Some individuals who have publicly stated their interest in cryopreservation include futurist and inventor Ray Kurzweil, entrepreneur and PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel, and author and entrepreneur Martine Rothblatt.
You also talked about digital immortality. What is that and how can we become eternal with it?
Digital immortality refers to the idea that human consciousness, memories, and personalities could be captured and stored in a digital format, allowing people to potentially continue to exist in some form after their physical death. The concept is based on the idea that as technology advances, it will become possible to capture and store increasingly accurate and complete representations of human thought and personality, potentially allowing people to continue to exist in a digital realm. Some proponents of digital immortality believe that it could be achieved through the development of advanced artificial intelligence systems that are capable of simulating human thought and behavior. Others believe that it may be possible to transfer the human mind into a digital format by scanning the brain and recreating its structure and function in a computer system. While the idea of digital immortality is still largely speculative, and the technology to achieve it is not yet available, there are some scientists and organizations that are working to develop the necessary technologies.
And how might genetic modifications slow down the aging process or prevent it altogether?
While the exact mechanisms of aging are not yet fully understood, researchers have identified several key biological pathways that play a role in the aging process, including cellular senescence, DNA damage, and oxidative stress. Genetic modifications to these pathways have the potential to slow the aging process or prevent programmed cell death altogether. One approach involves modifying genes that regulate cellular senescence, a process in which cells cease to divide and contribute to aging and age-related diseases. Another approach involves modifying genes that regulate the activity of telomeres, the protective caps on the ends of chromosomes that shorten as cells divide, leading to aging and cell death. By extending the length of telomeres, it may be possible to prevent programmed cell death and extend the lifespan of cells.
Assuming the necessary technologies can be developed, what would a society look like in which people could extend their lifespan to an extreme?
A society in which most likely only the rich have access to life extension technologies would likely be characterized by significant inequalities, with a divide between the haves and the have-nots. The wealthy, who have access to these technologies, would have the potential to live for hundreds of years, while the rest of society would continue to age and die at a more typical rate. This would lead to a widening gap between the rich and poor, as the wealthy would have a much longer time to accumulate wealth and resources while the rest of society would be left behind. This could also result in a concentration of power in the hands of a small, long-lived elite, who would hold a disproportionate amount of influence over the course of centuries. On the other hand, life extension technologies could also bring about new advancements and innovations that could benefit society as a whole. For example, with longer lifespans, people might have more time to pursue careers, passions, and hobbies, and contribute to society in new and exciting ways. In addition, life extension technologies could lead to new opportunities for intergenerational relationships and family structures, as people would have the potential to live for centuries and maintain close relationships with multiple generations of family members.
What about you? Would you like to live forever? Let us know in the comments and tell us what topics you would like to talk about next. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to this channel and leave a like.